So he talks about, and so it's about setting up your budget and being wise with money and investing and X, Y, and Z. So so you'll get it. So it's a whole course about sort of how to manage your finances and stuff. So it's and again, most of you guys will go, yeah, I got that, but it's still worthwhile doing. So, and he just talked about a car, and he said one of the things with a car, and he talked about when you should buy a car and how old, and again, buy whatever you want, but just here's some options, right? And one of the things he said, so he gave an example, and I think the course was done in about 2016. I'm not 100% sure, but I'm just sort of guessing because some of the numbers aren't sort of up to date nowadays, and they're obviously American. And he says, okay, so there's a student, and she's 24, and she's finished paying off a car. It's a El Cheapo car, but instead of buying a new car, and she's paying $300 a month. What's that? 6,000 rand type of stuff a month on a motor car. So she finishes paying off the car. So what she does is keeps the car for another 3 years, but continues paying the $300, but pays it into like a separate savings account. And he forgets about he doesn't even talk about the capital interest on that. He just says that. So after 3 years, she's got another, what, 3,600, right? Am I right? So it'll be 300 times 12 times 3, 10,800. Sorry, $10,800 dollars, right? $300 times 12 months times 3 years, 10,800. Then she sells the car, and she gets $2,000 for it. So now she's got 12,800. So let's say $13,000. So with the $13,000, she buys another car, secondhand, yada yada yada. But a $13,000 car is reasonably good. Let's just say in South African terms, it's a 260,000 rand car. Okay, so she keeps that, but then she keeps paying her $300. She doesn't increase it. She keeps paying the $300 into another account for another 3 years. Okay, so at the end of the 3 years, she's got another 10,800, and then she sells the car for the $15,000 car that she bought. She sells that for like $8,000, so plus 8,000, and she got about 18,000 or $20,000. I can't remember what the numbers are, but it was about that. So she then buys another car for $20,000. Remember, she's never had to put, there's no finance on this now, right? So she's not paying interest or anything because she's just buying the car's cash every time because she's got the cash from the sale of the previous car and the stuff that she sold. And he works that thing out to be, let's say $20,000 times, that would be times 20, that would be a 400,000 rand car. So that's sort of like a minivan type of stuff, family car. So she keeps doing that. And so then for the rest of her life until she's 70, she keeps doing the same thing. She keeps the $300, but now after that one, by the time she's reached the sort of level of car that she wants to remain at, she splits the $300, 150 goes towards the next car, which she puts into her own account. And the other 150 goes into an investment with Dean, which is giving about a 10% return. And so he ended up with her being at the age of 30, having enough money to buy a car, the next car, the next car, the next car, because she just recycles it all the time. And $150 goes towards an investment from 30 to the age of 70, and she ends up with $950,000. It's about 20 million rand in her investment, and she's never had to buy another car on hire purchase because all she's doing is just cycling it. But the trick is when you finish paying your car off, keep the car, but don't just go, okay, great, I don't have to pay for that anymore. Take that money you were paying and put it into a saving so that when you want to buy the next one, you've got the cash to buy it with the saving as well as the whatever you sell the car for. Quite clever, right?